it's no longer a news that the government has actually adjusted the school curriculum in Nigeria and has included AI and other software languages into it. So if today is your first time of seeing me, you can join and follow, and I'll be taking you through. So if you're just joining me, we'll be speaking about ChatGPT in general. In my last class, I spoke about the futures of ChatGPT. That means what are the functions of ChatGPT, whereby I mentioned the deep search mode, the agents mode. I spoke about the create image, add file, and some other features in it. But today we'll be talking about prompting and vibe coding in ChatGPT. But before I continue, if you're just joining me, I want you to know that this class will be teaching you on the step-by-step you'll be using ChatGPT through your time in your daily life and how to possibly generate money and make it more easier for you to operate your daily life. So you have to follow, like, and share. And secondly, it's no longer a news that the government has actually adjusted the school curriculum in Nigeria and has included AI and other software languages into it. So if today is your first time of seeing me, you can join and follow, and I'll be taking you through everything you need to know about ChatGPT and AI. So we'll be talking about prompting and vibe coding in ChatGPT. Now, first of all, what is a prompt? Now, a prompt is an instruction given or a question given to AI for you to get a specific channeled response from it. Now, first of all, you have to understand that while using a prompt, it's like giving a human being instruction. The same way you give your child, your friend, an instruction, that's the same way you give ChatGPT an instruction. And in order for you to give that instruction, you have to be sure and be specific about the instruction you are giving that person. You have to be clear about that same instruction, what you want that same instruction to be about. Then the goal focus. Then what does it focus on? Now, let me give you, for example. Now, for example, you tell ChatGPT, tell me about Nigeria. That's a question, that's an instruction. But about what in Nigeria? Are you specific? Then I can say, explain in 500 words about the economy of Nigeria. Now, I have given a full instruction to that AI to follow. Let me move on to what it takes for to formulate a good prompt. What it takes to formulate a good prompt. Now, in formulating a good prompt, there are sometimes you give the ChatGPT a role to play. A role to play. Let me say, for example, you tell the ChatGPT as a role, act like Tinubu. You're saying, act as Tinubu. Explain now the task. You're asking it first of all, act as Tinubu, number one. Then explain the economy of Nigeria. Act as Tinubu. Explain the economy of Nigeria. Then in what format do you want it to explain it? Is it a format, or is it in form of charts? Is it in form of table? Is it in form of essay? Is it form of descriptive essay, or wherever you want to use it? That's what this formulating has to do about. Prompt formula. Sometimes you have to give a role, you have to give the tax, and you have to give the formats in which you want that answers to be given to you, in which you want that answer or response to be tailored to your own taste. Now, let's move to vibe coding. Vibe coding, as it might sound, it's very easy. Ignore the coding. The coding might sound like a big language to you because you already know what coding is, but vibe coding is giving a style to your prompts. It's giving a personal style to your prompts. What is the personal style you're giving to that your prompts? Number one here, I mentioned a professional vibe. Now, we've mentioned this example. Actor Sunumbu explained the economy of Nigeria in an essay form. We've covered this. But when we now move to vibe coding, you're giving it a personal character into it. Let me just go directly into a formal setting, which is a professional. You can see, write a letter to my boss to take an excuse for so and so period of time for leave. Now, the personal vibe you've given to it was my. I mean, you're personalizing it, and that AI will generate answer based on how much you've trained it within that your professional region you've been updating with it. It's going to give you the style that channels your own kind of work, your business, or your career, or whatever you're doing, the work. Maybe you're working as a customer service. It knows how to channel that letter in that your customer service to your boss. Then it can be a fun vibe. It can be a fun vibe. You can just play around with it, act as a third, or act as let me say, write an essay of Nigeria economy in William Shakespeare vibe or mood or tone. Now, by the time it gives you that essay, it's giving you in a poetic form, which leads us to the same aspect. So when you're giving it a formed vibe, it can be poetic, can be in your own style, it can be in whatever you choose to say. It will channel that answer to you. Then the vibe formula, it still returns back to the same formula you use here. The role it plays, the tags, and the formats. But this has to be with vibing. It doesn't have any professional form of writing it. It has to be your own personal choice of vibing with your AI to give you a channel answer. And I guess that you must have heard about people they call the prompt engineer. It's not a big word. There's one thing about AI. AI is very simple. It's not a big word. So don't look at this engineer and feel like it has to be something you have to go through school. You have to go through a 6 years or 4 years program. The prompt engineer is someone who can actually formulate a good prompt. So if you're using your ChatGPT and it's giving you response and tune to how you want it, know that you are a prompt engineer. How well can I construct my prompts determine if I am a prompt engineer. So that's it for prompting and vibe coding with ChatGPT. In my next class, we'll be using prompts for each of the features of ChatGPT and how to build a proper prompt to become a prompt engineer. So thank you for joining my class, and I hope you follow, you like, and share for others to join who actually want to learn. Thank you. On all platforms, Jack the King.